किसको देगा। कौन भला क्या किसको देगा। कौन भला क्या किसको देगा। अंधकार में जग सारा श्री निर्मल माले दे सहारा। श्री निर्मल माले दे सहारा।
Let us put ourselves into bandhan after raising our kundalini. Raise. Attention on your Sahasrara. Don't close your eyes. Push back your head. 1. Again. Sit straight. Take it up on your head. 2. 3. Now a bandhan. 1, 2. Do it properly, systematically. 3. All of us should do properly. 3. 4. 5. Try to wait as I'm doing. 6. 7.
Saraswati त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री निर्मल गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Last night was the night of complete darkness, that they call it as Amavasya. And just now only the first phase of the moon has started. Today we are here to celebrate the day when Sahasrara was opened out. Also, you have seen in the photograph, it was actually a photograph of my brain which showed how the Sahasrara was opened out. The light of now could be photographed. It's something great these modern times have done. So the modern times have brought a lot of things which can prove the existence of the divine. Also, it can prove about me. It can convince you what I am. This is very important because in the modern times, this advent has to be recognized, has to be fully recognized. This is one of the conditions for all the Sahajogis. Now let's see what's happening in the modern times, in the brains of the people. In the brains of the people today, if you see, there is an attack on the Sahasrara. There has been an attack since long, but in the modern times is the worst time. That they are trying to make the limbic area very insensitive. Very depressive novels, very depressive thoughts, and very depressive music. You can say like Greek tragedy nonsense. All these things came from the medieval period, till we should say this new age has started. That one itself was no good for our limbic area. That made us very depressive. We took to alcoholism to escape from the so-called miseries. But then came this modern age, in which people became overactive. Overactivity started. With that, the brain also became overactive. In addition to the dullness before, it's gone to the other extreme of overactivity. So to dull it, again, they took to drugs. They took to very horrible music. That's how they made this limbic area very, very insensitive. So a drug which was just a stimulus to begin with was to be taken in greater quantity. Later on, they had to take the drugs which were of a much more severe nature. Went on like that, and now we know that this drug is the only way people think they can survive. Why? Because of the tension they talk of. In the modern times, we have something called tensions. It was never there before. People never talked of their tensions. Now everybody says, I'm in a tension. You give me attention. What is this tension? It's because of my advent. The limbic area wants to know about me. And the Kundalini also, as Sahaja Yoga is increasing, is trying to rise in people. Because you become the channels. Wherever you go, you generate vibrations, and these vibrations give a challenge to the Kundalini or a message. And in various people it rises. It may not rise up to the Sahasrara, or it may even rise up to Sahasrara, but it falls back because there's no recognition. So every time they do something, this Kundalini comes up and gives them a pressure because their Sahasrara is not open. It's a closed door. Because of the closed door, this gives them a kind of a pressure in the head, which they don't understand, and they call it as tension. Actually, the Kundalini is trying to push it out itself, but it cannot. And those also who get their realization, if they do not make their Sahasrara all right, they go on getting into tensions. So, though Sahasrara has been opened out so many years back, still we have some things to be done, is to clear out our Sahasrara, first of all. So first is the breaking of the Sahasrara. Then, one, it opened out. The Brahmarandra opened out. Then we started feeling the grace, and it moved onto our Ida and Pingala, the grace, not the Kundalini. And the grace, which is Chaitanya all round, swooped down our left and right side, by which our chakras opened more, and more threads of the Kundalini started piercing through. So I always tell Sahajogis that it is important that you must meditate. If your Sahasrara is all right, all your chakras will be all right. Because as you know that the pithas, or the controlling centers of all these chakras, are in the brain, around the limbic area. So if your Sahasrara is clear, everything works out in a very different way. How to keep the Sahasrara all right is the big problem always people ask me. You know that I reside in the Sahasrara. I have incarnated on the lotus of 1,000 petals. That's why I could break it also. As I am today, as you see me, of course, they say Sahasrare Mahamaya. So this is the illusion which is all the time there for you, which is very elusive. It had to be that way because you could not have faced me otherwise with all the lights coming out of me, or the way you saw yesterday, Sahasrara, some sort of a abstract colors thrown on all sides and the lights thrown outside. Please don't take photograph when I'm speaking, all right? You can take later on. There's no hurry about it. Just pay attention to my lecture. Please pay attention. It's important. It is to be told beforehand that nobody should take photographs during puja, because it is a very intense thing, one has to work it out. Please pay attention. Even if you don't understand, it has effect on you. So I would request you to pay full attention to me when I'm talking. It works better. Now this Sahasrara is to be looked after by you. It's the temple of your mother. When you say you put me in the heart, actually you put me in the Sahasrara. Because as you know, the Brahmarandra here is the fontanelle bone area, has got the pitha, the center, which controls the heart, which is the seat of the Sadashiva, or you can say of Shiva. So when you put me in the heart, actually you put me there. So to raise it from heart to there, or to bring it from there to the heart, is the problem of two types of people. Some people who are sensitive in their heart, I would say in Europe we can say Italians are very sensitive on their heart. The first thing they do, as soon as they see me, they put their hands to their heart. And that is what it is, that if you try to feel me in your heart, to begin with, it's much easier. To feel me in your heart. Now you might say how to do it. You have to love me as I love you. You have to love each one of yourself, because you are all within me. And you cannot teach someone how to love. Love is within. And love manifests if just you open your heart. Now, what stops it? We should examine that. Firstly, the conditioning. In the West, see, to express your love is regarded sinful, actually. It takes them time to say, I love you. But I hate you, even a child would go on saying, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. But to hate someone is sinful. To anyone, to hate is sinful. So to say that I hate you is a sinful act. So what one has to do is to say, go on saying, I love you. After all, you must love a person who is so dear to you. Anyone who has done something good for you, you love that person. But if the Adi Shakti herself has done through this love which is not conditioned, which is not inhibited, which doesn't want any respite, or doesn't want any return, nirvaj. But the conditionings are too much. First, the problem of conditioning comes to you. When you think that this condition makes me hate someone, or I cannot love someone because this is the condition. But actually, the conditioning itself is so absurd if you see it one by one. To make it simple, I would like you to understand the conditioning part, where I read once an article, interesting one, who killed the romance? So he said that the hairdressers. I was wondering, how is he connecting romance with the hairdressers? Because people used to go to a hairdresser, and one, say, hairdressing was liked by a person. So he would say that, I love that hairdressing. Now supposing his fiancée or his wife wore another type of hairdressing, because every day new things happen, then immediately the husband would say, oh, I hate you because of your hairdressing. Because he loves one type of hairdress, that's why he loves. Otherwise, if you have another hairdress, you hate it. I don't like it. To say that I don't like it and I like it itself is a sign that the conditioning is too much. You make a proper hairdress and you dress up properly and you come out, and then suddenly people say, oh, I hate it. Who are you? What right we have got to say that to anyone? You are not a judge appointed by any law courts. So why do we say? To hurt someone, to say, I hate it. On the contrary, you must say that, all right, I like this, but you could do better. That's the sign of love, where you want a person to be dressed up in a way that is appealing. But this is on a very, very baser level we see people. Then we go further to see a person, how intelligent he is, how smart he is, how charismatic he is, how charming, that's another word which is very elusive, is. These are also kind of conditionings of the mind, that you think that a particular style of a person is a lovable person, that you love that person. It's so much outside. Or some people actually do not love, but show their love because somebody has more money. The money he is not going to part with, no doubt. But you love that person because he has more money. Or he has a better car, or he is better dressed, whatever it is. So this kind of a idea one has also is a killer of love. If love is killed, joy is lost. You cannot have joy without love. I say joy and love both are just the same. Then it gets even subtler and subtler and subtler. Then we start, say, loving our own children. That's very common. I mean, of course, also some people don't even love their children. I mean, there are all kinds. See. But then they go on, this is my child, this is my child, this is my child. That again is the death of love. As I told you before, the sap of the tree rises, goes to every fruit, goes to every leaf, goes to every part, and comes back. It's not attached. If you are attached to one part or to one flower because it is more beautiful, then the tree will die and the flower will also die. So that's the death.
Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namaha Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। बोलो श्री भगवती माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
Let us put ourselves into bandhan after raising our kundalini. Raise. Attention on your Sahasrara. Don't close your eyes. Push back your head. 1. Again. Sit straight. Take it up on your head. 2. Three. Now a bandhan. 1, 2. Do it properly, systematically. 3. All of us should do properly. 3. 4. 5. Try to wait as I'm doing. 6. 7. Mm-hmm.